Hey everybody, the present moment is yours. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? That's what that's the question, right? Remove your stagnation, guys. This one's going to be, not all about the physical body and the fruits and all that stuff. So if you guys don't want to watch that, a spiritual type of video, then you're warned. But this, especially in these times, I've been called more and more to give these out. This is my purpose. I've been studying this for a while, trying to implement what I talk about for many years, and I do, but trying, right? That's the word. This stuff isn't easy. The mind, right? Whew. But when we silence the inner dialogue, then we take our power back. Then we're in control. As much control, we're in control of ourselves, because that's about all we can control, right? So if you like the spiritual ones, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. Comment. I'm curious, does anyone watch all the way to the end? Some of my videos are pretty long, so I've never asked that question, but yeah, I'm honored, and I'm so eternally grateful to be able to do what I do and speak to you guys about what we talk about. That's what I was going to say, is like, the health thing is cool and everything. It is really cool, but the icing on the cake for me is the spiritual component, seeing people really just blossom into their full potential and embody their truth fully, and shed the layers and shed the doubts and the fear. And I just love to see my friends and people I work with transform. I love to see how people just blossom into higher and higher levels of consciousness, of awareness, and understanding and accessing these higher levels of consciousness, right? Because it's available to us all. We can just you want to have 5 minutes of your day that you dedicate to meditation, an hour a day, whatever it is. It's like, I don't have time to meditate. Really? I know we are busy, but we can always take some time out to heal, to take care of ourselves, to contemplate, to find stillness and peace. Because if we don't ever do that, then we're always just chasing stuff. We gotta enjoy the present moment, right? So I urge you guys, if you don't meditate, just try 10 minutes a day. It's the best time you can ever spend. It really is. It's the best. So I don't know. I'm super energetically sensitive right now, so we'll see how this turns out. But yeah, just remove the stagnation, guys. Remove it. Remove it. Because you're either stagnant or you're growing. You're either stagnant or you're growing. And every day that we wake up, we have this amazing supercomputer right here. Now, what do we do with that? What do we do with that? What do we do with these hands? What do we do with this vessel, with this temple? What do we do? What do we do with our time? And what do we do when we see negative thoughts, patterns, all sorts of crap come up? What do we do in these really difficult, challenging situations, challenging people? What do we do? Because that's where the real light is. That's where the real... Because, of course, it's always nice when it's, roses and rainbows, but when it's bad, right? But the thing is that I try to teach, and I try to embody the best that I can, And I'm getting a lot better at it. And I know a lot of people see that, which is important. I need to have people to knock, smack me and tell me that, hey, you're off your game, or congratulate me and tell me that I am on point, right? But like I was going to say, like we can't get too swayed with the positive or the negative. Everything's always changing, But every day you wake up, you have this supercomputer. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? Are you going to be stagnant, or are you going to go down the other road? It's just simply like it's just one road, okay? And that's the contrast of life, and the contrast of it's just one road. Now, do you want to go get caught up on the negative aspects? Because believe me, it's hard, and I've been heightened for a very long time because I used to do a lot of psychedelics and stuff, and so it's been a challenging experience for me to convey in a way to people that I'm just being observant. It's okay to be observant, but it's like, okay, well, what are you really holding inside? What space are you really holding? What type of vibration are you really holding? So it's okay to notice these things, but when you notice things, that's when you go right here, and then you scan everything. You go, whoa, wow, that thought already affected my body. I already have tension in my body. I already feel like the butterflies in my stomach, or everything's tight or tense, right? So those are the moments where we just got to get right back to the momentum, because it's just one road. You want to go to the negative side or the positive side. You want to follow the negative thought patterns, and I'm not good enough, and woe is me, and I'm a victim, and all this, and I don't have any money, or whatever. I don't have health, whatever it is. But if you do that, you're just going to get more of that. So in these moments, every second, like I said, every day, every second, every hour, we have the choice to bring our momentum with us, to follow that momentum towards our alignment, towards what we really want. It's freaking hard. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's where the meditation comes in. That's where it's a saving grace, especially if you do it early in the day. So, it's just expansion. Do we want to expand, or do we want you want to be in a stagnant cesspool of whatever it is? Because you can do that, or you can grow. That's the only way it goes. And so that's what's hard is you gotta have that lightning sharp awareness of your thoughts and events and situations and so that when you go back and you meditate or you contemplate or you do whatever yoga or whatever you do, you are able to work through things, right? Just work the detox, and just expand more and more and more. And it's all about your attention. Like, where is your focus? Where's your focus? Because if you can only focus, when it comes down to it, you can only focus on two things. You can notice the negative, right? But we can't focus on the negative. It comes down to, where's your focus? You focusing on what you can do? Only sometimes there's things that, like, especially these days with all the crazy stuff, there's only so much that we can do in certain ways, right? So what's the point on focusing on things that we don't have control over? Not much of a point. No. So, but at the same time, I ain't saying like, oh, don't just like hide under a rock and no, we still gotta. This is the time for us to. This is the time for us to. To really, really step fully into our power as people on this earth. Step into our power. Take it back. Embody it fully. And emanate the change that we want to see in the world. Be it. And speak it. And sing it. If you're a musician, paint it. That's how things work. It's everything. It's like we're the microcosm, and then the universe is the macrocosm. But inside, we have that little universe within. It's wild, wild stuff. But the more you sit and be still, you can you'll recognize these truths for yourself, right? You will. And what was I saying? I don't even know. But I love you guys. Thank you for. I mean, this brings me utter joy, like to be able to do this and to try make a positive impact on your lives. It just makes my heart sing. So. And what else? What else did I want to talk about? I don't know. Sometimes I just go and. Takes like a real there's a lot of power in taking a difficult situation, difficult circumstance, any difficulties, any challenges. The power is right there in understanding and and knowing that how I act here, this is where it's at. Like, oh, this is a difficult. Oh, this person was mean to me, or something like that. That's where you step back and just shine brighter and more powerfully. And it's the hardest thing you can do. But if you know this deep truth that wow, I didn't know that. Whoa, but when you know it, you're like, whoa, I can use any situation, any event, anything that happens to me as a positive. That is where I'm telling you, when you really embody that throughout your day, because then every little thing that happens to you is a stepping stone for more and more and more and more and more good and growth. And yeah, it's not always fun or easy. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. But yeah, that's what we can do. That when I realized that, I think it was on my third major awakening, 11 years ago, something like that. I realized deeply that what I'm just talking about, that wow, you can, it's like, no, this is it right here. This is it. The present moment is right here, and it's still going, but that's all there is. There's no past, there's no future, and the thoughts, they're cool, but really, take account sometimes. Are you using your thoughts? Are you using them as a tool? You're using your mind as a tool. Sorry, guys. Are you using your mind as a tool? Or is your mind using you? Is your ego dominating and emanating not good things, right? So it's hard. It's hard to do these things, but when it comes down to it, you realize what you really are, your power of what you really are, like it's unbelievable. And when you understand that, well, I could just put things off and I'll do this in 2 weeks. I'll do this later. But if you understand that, no, right here, right now, that's what I understood 11 years ago. Right here, right now. No, I'm going to change my health right now. I'm not going to wait for some magic thing to happen or whatever. I'm going to Whole Foods. I'm spending all this money. Oh, at the time, it's expensive. It's like, yeah, doctors aren't expensive. Oh, man. So at the time, I realized that, and wow, no, I'm not going to just wait for another time to do this. I'm going to transform my life right here, right now. And because you understand that, whoa, like, that's all we ever have is the present moment. It sounds maybe stupid, but that's all we have. So what are we doing in those moments? So, oh, what are we? Who is this guy? What is he talking about? He's just crazy. Oh yeah, he doesn't believe what the normal narrative. So sorry, I won't. But I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that, what else? What else? Is there anything else I needed to say? Because I know that there's might be something else that can help someone. I don't know. Yeah, just go about your day cherishing it. Have fun. Have fun. If you're having the health issues, guys, there's vibrancy. There's vibrancy right inside. Even, of course, it takes time with the physical body. It takes a lot of time. But even so, it's like I recommend like positive affirmations. Make a declaration. Make your own personal anthem that you can speak, that you can memorize, you can think in your head. And that stuff's really positive. Like in my experience, words are so powerful. So that's why I try to watch them even more and more and more. My thoughts. It's hard. It's hard. The loops. It's like a freaking hamster on the wheel. But we have ultimate power. We have the power of yes or power or no. Power or no. You can't. When you say no, that's holding your space. That's holding your power, And just don't wait for some other day or another month to change what you need to change. And that's the beauty of this. I don't know what you need to change, but we all know what we can change, right? Or are we procrastinating on something? What is it that we are wanting to do, needing to do, feeling we need to do, and why aren't we getting it done? And chip away, just do the work, take the time. Sometimes take time to be alone. It's the most important thing in the world. Some people can't be alone for 5 seconds. Some people need a partner all the freaking time. It's not a it's you come in here alone and you go alone. You got to be able to be cool with yourself. And I don't know. I told you I was kind of in a weird mood, energetically sensitive, and but yeah, some people just can't be alone, and that's where you gotta have the balance. That's just the hardest thing for us guys, right? Especially in this complex world that keeps getting more complex. Oh, you need more technology. We need these things so that we can do this. The internet will be faster. Like, oh, really? You think it's just fast internet? Yeah, that's just so sad. Like walking zombies with the phones. It's like, oh, you can flip pancakes and look up anything you want, anything that the mind can comprehend, which doesn't necessarily mean truth. Human beings created all these theories and things. You can do that. You can flip pancakes. You can call whatever. You can get a wife from another country, probably. I think you can still probably do that. All sorts of things. You can do all these things. You can, and then you can just, especially in the Western world, you can just chase all this BS that means nothing. It means diddly squat. It's just chasing your ego. Oh, these commercials. Oh, and this. Oh, and it's just programming you on such a deep level, on so many subtle levels that only people who are really taking their time to learn about that stuff and also clean their body out on some level, because when you clean your body out, you can't disregard the body, the physical body. I believe me, believe me, I tried to do it for so long, and it's so funny because it's not funny. It's not funny. It's the human body is just full of all this crap, and it's like I said in the last video. It's amazing that we can put up with all this stuff, the injections, the antibiotics, the this, the that, all this stuff, and we can still get back to a sense of vibrancy, right? But we can't just a lot of us have put our body through the ringer. I did, and snorting piles of cocaine, shooting heroin in my veins, all that stuff, which ended 12 years ago ish for the really bad stuff, and then like 11 with the drinking was when I stopped that, or something like that, right? And it's just like you it's just amazing when you see how far you come. Like, I never think about that. It's funny, I was talking to my good friend yesterday about this, and it's just like, I never really think about that. That was such another world for me, and I had such a different experience of getting out of it, and I don't know, it's how I got out of it is cosmic love at the highest level. So it's just what was I trying to say? It's just we can abuse the crap out of our bodies, our minds. We can we're not good enough. These woe is me, like I was saying a minute ago. Woe is, these thoughts are so toxic. And then some mothers or fathers say these things to the children, right? And of course it's like, you should always forgive people. People don't know. They know not what they do a lot of the time. People know not what they're doing. They don't know what the heck's going on. They don't even know they're alive. They're in this program, and they're in this artificial world that is being more and more, they're trying to create it, but so many people, that ain't even happening, because there's a higher plan. I'm just letting you know. We're not going to get into that, but this end just kind of came out, and I don't know, but today, it was really powerful for me, because I was, like I said, I was reflecting on what me and my friend were talking about, of how I was so bad into drugs and all that stuff. Like, it really ruined my life for a while there, and it was hard to build those bridges back, right? And I really ruined my body in a lot of ways, but I've told you guys before, I just went right, I was addicted to food from before that, from military school, and I just kept eating and eating and eating. And though I kept trying to get my diet right, it never really worked, because I didn't really know the truth. I tried so hard. Like, I know a lot of you guys do, but there's so much, all this stuff is a waste of money, all these supplements and all this BS. It is. But I was reflecting on that, what I really did to my body. And today I was just like doing my meditation, my affirmations, my morning routine, the things I do in the morning, and I just, like, I got really emotional, and I just started going to each area of the body where I abused it, like right here and right there and all these areas, and here skateboarding, and I was just doing some deep affirmations. I'm sorry I abused you. Thank you for carrying me through, even though I was treating you like shit. Thank you for taking care of me. And I was just getting into it and stuff, and just saying different things, and it's powerful, So I don't. The topic of this video, I don't know, right? I don't know, but you guys got something out of it, and that's the thing. Like, what are you doing with your present moments? What are you doing? What are you doing with your day? Where's your focus? Where it goes? That's up to you. Believe it or not. We do still have choices in this world that they're trying to take all of our free will away without us knowing it, believe it or not. But they can't take it all, and they're not going to take it all. And yeah, 24 minutes. Well, we'll see what happened with this tornado. I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here to listen to me and to allow me to share these a lot of the stuff that I've been learning for a while here and wanting desperately to just get out there, because this is I love you guys, and seize the day, right? And just be. Get out of the fight or flight syndrome. Get out of that. Get out of that. Get out of the fight or flight. There's no reason to be afraid. We have nothing to be afraid of. So just speak your truth, live your dream, make the world a better place. I love you guys.